We were just talking about those BBLs earlier. What do you think about the men getting the BBLs right along with the women now?
That's so, why? And this is one of those things where it's just like, men have their things where it's cool for men to do that, but not women to do that. I'm just going to have to ride on that little bandwagon. I can deal with the women doing it. I cannot deal with the man doing it, because why are you that vain as a man to where you need to go out here? Because first off, you're not a disciplined man. If you out here just, I gotta go get a BBL, that's
to each his own. I don't judge nobody. You do whatever the hell you want to do. The only thing that scares me, even from a man's perspective, looking at a woman with a BBL, the only thing that scares me is you went and got that BBL and you don't know that your blood pressure about to bust.
Neither
so
do these
you sitting
men.
over there looking fine as hell, and you done had a heart. You done ate one bacon sandwich, and you done had a heart attack and died because you didn't know that your blood pressure was through the roof because you done got a BBL. You look good in the mirror, but you about to die from
I do feel
hypertension.
bad. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel bad for, because like you said, do what you want to do. Whatever. I am judging, but still, do what you want to do. Mm-hmm. But I do know there is a big community, like especially the women that's out here, because there have been women that have died on the table. We know a big artist, his mother died on the table. But it's a large community of women out here that have gotten those BBLs that now have eating disorders because they are so worried about gaining weight or looking a certain type of way, because we're in a world where, like I said, it's visual. Everyone wants to look a certain type of way, and you still, living at your mama's house. So already you was messed up, and now having a certain appearance has just taken over your whole life that you can't even eat.
Why do you think women feel like they need BBLs now?
It's a whole weird,
because it's starting to seem like a status symbol to me now. It's like you just showing that you got some money because you got it. You just got so much money.
Well, see, it's not even that, because a lot of these women don't have it. You can get a BBL on a payment plan. Ooh. Literally, you can. I mean, have you not seen it? Like, you go out the country, like when they get their teeth done. Like, I mean, you know what? I really don't understand the BBL community, because like I said, if you are Jada Waiter, okay, it makes sense, but you're not. You might be trying to aim to that, but there's women out here that literally work at grocery stores. Nothing wrong with it. Get your money how you get it. But I'm saying, why do you have a BBL at a grocery store?
Because they want to look fine, I guess.
You just said you understand. I'm saying I don't understand it. Like, They
trying to snag them a baller. That's what they want. They get the BBL so they can go snag them a baller.
But that's why I just told you there's a whole community of women that now have are going to. I do think that people probably should go to therapy before they get it, because like, find out why you really want this. Damn. Because who are you trying to impress, yourself or others? If you getting it just for yourself, cool. Because as a woman, there's always something that you don't like. Oh, my nose is too fat, or my cheeks, or there's always gonna be something. But you gotta at least learn to love yourself enough to be like, okay, I think I'm fine with or without it. But if you like, okay, I just want to get this done for myself to make myself more confident, that's one thing. But if you getting it to snag a baller, then you gonna find out these niggas will leave you with a wet back and you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't even snag a baller. You had sex and that was it. So these men they not bagging all these women. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of women out here that got stories about having sex with some of the biggest artists. You think that they are their girlfriends or anything else? No, you was just somebody that had sex with. So if it's for those reasons, then you probably should seek some type of help before you get it. And I think that men are getting it too. You should probably seek some help too, because why? What woman out here, we see all these women that will get with a chubby belly man. Mm-hmm. What is the purpose of you getting this BBL? I just think it's super weird for men. I'm sorry. Because are you trying to change your sex? Because we know it's a lot of that going on too. So I don't know.
I don't think. Well, no, because no, buddy. I'm not even gonna let you say that. I think the men that is getting the BBLs, they doing it so they can look like a damn superhero, and that's all that is. Just like the women. The women looking like superheroes. Everybody want to walk around looking like a damn X-Man in this motherfucker.
I don't know, because you know what, like, it's men that's getting lace fronts and stuff too. I get that. I get that you want, have a hairline. That's cool. It just seems like men just want to do everything women are doing now.
Well, women want to do everything that men are doing. So what are you talking about? Let's go there.
What are we trying to do that y'all are doing?
Head the household, make all of the decisions, beat on us. Yes, women are beating men now. Cheat on men that you married to. Don't want to behave.
Okay, stop right there. So you saying to me, all those things that men do are cool. So cheating and beating on your wives is man activity. That's man activity, y'all.
It used to be until these women started doing it.
But why was that acceptable, man?
It was never acceptable.
Okay. So stop it, okay? Because it was never acceptable, but y'all was doing it. So
well,
now
that's
we
the
want to get our
problem
licks
because
back.
y'all want to do the unacceptable stuff. Why don't y'all do the acceptable stuff?
What's the acceptable stuff?
See, ain't nothing wrong with y'all paying all the bills.
Of course it's
We
not.
love that. Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all want to pay the bills too anyway, so y'all do that. You can go out there and
Who want to pay all the bills? It's expensive to be alive these days. I mean, here in Georgia, they just said the average rent by the end of the summer is going to be $2,000. Who wants to pay all the bills?
Black women, because they so doggone strong-headed and think that they can do every damn thing, and they don't need no man. So let them pay all the bills. You don't need no man.
But if I have you out here paying my bills and you decide to go mess with Sally, I'm out here stuck. I'm evicted. I'm living on the streets. No, I gotta be able to make a way for me and myself and I.
And I understand that, but I just understand that I wish that we could all get along.
I do too. I mean, so B, you asked me, so what do you think it takes for us to all get along? Because I feel like as a community, we got to work on being able to be cool as a community before we'll be able to even have those relationships.
Well, for everybody to get along, everybody has to play their position when they are called to play the position. If you called the lead, then you got the lead. If you called to play the background, you got to be called to play the background. And you got to understand when it's time for you to lead and when it's time for you to play the background.
Nobody understands that though, because everybody wants to be the lead.
And
Nobody wants
problem.
to. I mean,
there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
True.
Black people in general, or just people in general, everybody needs to know what position that they need to play in order for this thing to work to its optimum
That's
potential.
hard for people to take that accountability and be like, you know what? I am not Batman. I am Robin.
No, it's not about being Batman.
But what I'm saying is that nobody wants to be second fiddle or play the background. Everybody wants to be on the TV, not the producer.
Well, see, that's so crazy that you say that because I was a producer. Actually, I was one of the greatest producers of all time.
He was not.
Gangsta Grills with DJ Drama. I was back there running that board, editing up that interview, playing my position on that show to make sure that it stayed #1 at the time. Carol Blackman, Magic Middays, I was her producer as well. I was back there running that board, editing up those interviews, playing my position.
Oh, I played mine too. You want to talk about it? Steve Harvey Morning Show. Who was that? That was me. Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Yes, ma'am. Oh, and before it left, my boy, Tom Joyner. Yeah, I was there too. So we both played producer roles.
But with that being said, that means that we understand how to play our position. So that means when you go home, sometimes you need to be the producer, Erin Rae. You don't need to be the talent. You need to be the damn producer.
But in my relationships, I want to be the producer. I don't want to have to think for no man. I don't ever. And you know what?
See, that's a bold face. Like, women always want to say, because I deal with this even in my own household. I don't want to make no decisions. I don't want to make now decisions. I got all the answers. Here go this decision. Here go that decision. We doing this. We doing that. I don't want to do none of that shit. Then what the fuck do you want me to do in this motherfucker?
Am I not contributing to the decision? I mean, we're together, right? So I'm like,
which
hey,
one
babe,
is it?
no.
Do you want to make the decision or do you want to sit your butt down and behave?
Are we not a partnership to where we bounce ideas off of each other? Are we not? Bouncing ideas off each other, but I want you to ultimately be able to. I don't want to have to get out there.
No, I don't have to read your mind. You talking about you want me to bounce the idea off you. Okay, I'm bouncing the idea off you. You're shooting them all down. And then ultimately, I have to make a decision that's against your will. And you have to be able to agree with it? Which one is it?
If we're a partnership, right? We have to make a big decision. So we're like, hey, babe, this might be a good fit. Oh, hey, no, but you know what? You forgot to mention this. So this might, fit into the little picture or whatever. So we're just bouncing ideas off each other. I'm not trying to be you. I'm just giving you some ideas because maybe you didn't think about every single thing that goes into play into the decision that you was about to make.
No,
Yeah,
I'm about to bring it all the way home, and every
Okay.
man out here is gonna feel exactly what I'm about to say. Hey, babe, what you want to eat? I don't care. Just get whatever the hell you want. All right, I'm about to go over here and get some ribs. Nah, I don't want no ribs.